They call me Ellsworth on the day of my birth, but what the hell's an Ellsworth, and what's an L really worth? It's just another letter, not worse, not any better than any other bit of the alphabet, and yet my parents did not want me to forget what an Ellsworth could be worth. See, folks from different cities became part of the same tree when my mom and dad married, and to celebrate roots newly buried, they gave me a name from both sides. One was living, one had died, but neither could confide in me what an Ellsworth was worth. Now my uncle, he did what he did. He loved fishing as a kid, and when he grew to be a man, he traveled all over this land. He took pictures and told stories, and while some of them were boring, he just didn't put in his passion. It just wasn't his fashion. But he loved me, and he hugged me, and he showed me what a Tellsworth could be worth. Now my grandpa was a different kind of guy, and on disability he had to rely because while he loved church and he loved God, we had to admit he was a little odd. He heard voices and made terrible choices because being bipolar's a bitch. And schizophrenia will give you that itch to get out of the bed in the middle of the night and go fuck with your family, though you know it's not right. He showed me what a Ellsworth could be worth. See, I don't even use the name most of the time. I just go by Ellsworth when I'm sharing a rhyme. I like to turn it into a little bit of a game. I think Ellsworth sounds like a rich man's name, the kind of man who might carry a cane and look down with general disdain on most of society. But in my sobriety, I must admit, I may be rich in spirit, but I'm broke as shit. If they charged me by the letter, I couldn't even spell Ellsworth. So what do I do with this label? And what do I bring to the table, and how do I redeem this maple tree of its leaves where mediocrity concedes and anger breeds? See, neither one of those will do, so it's up to me to bring something new, and this right here is where it starts. I'll tear open my mouth and pour out my heart. I'll live a life of praise and a life that's grateful, not a life that's medium or a life that's hateful. So when they lay me down in the ground at the foot of that tree, I pray the sound that I found echoes continuously and offers a proper apology for my legacy. And as I fade into that earth, I pray I've shown you all what an Ellsworth can be worth.